Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Thursday, November 6th, 2025. Hopefully you've had a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I love you guys so very much. Before we start, somebody's trying to get to, trying to get out of receiving karma for something they've done to you. They stole from you, whoever this is. In one way or another, they stole. And they're getting hit hard by karma because they were using spell work against you as well. And they can't handle it, and they're getting scared. Maybe the authorities are breathing down their necks for some of you. Everybody's story is different. Only take what applies. But they thought they'd mitigate their karma by taking some of the money they stole from you and they also use some of this money to do black magic on you, by the way, with your own money. But they're trying to donate some of this money or property or something to the needy, thinking that they're going to mitigate their karma. If they're listening, I got news for you. It's not going to work. It's nice that you're giving to the needy. It's a noble thing to do, but not with stolen funds. Not to get yourself out of karma, okay? Self-serving yet again. It's going to be worse this time, okay? Yeah. It could be a teacher that popped out. You could be a teacher. It could be any kind of teacher, really. That's the overarching energy. Or, ooh, okay, thank you, Spirit. They're teaching this person a lesson. It could be more than one person. What's it say on this? It says what? I can't really read that. Anyways. So they're getting taught a lesson here. And humility. Wow. Something to do with a home. Or somebody you share a home with. Oh, somebody stole. They want what they want. And don't give a damn about anybody else. She's holding a magnifying glass here. Or no, that's a spoon. I've done this before, yeah. What the hell's there? I don't know what that is. Scoop it up. So this is somebody that scoops up what's not theirs. They try to get there before everybody else. You could be a teacher. They could be a teacher. This could be a home. Somebody you share a home with. I don't know. Self-care. So somebody, oh gosh, really? I don't like this person already. They use some of this money to get some plastic surgery of some kind, to lose weight, liposuction, facelift. Self-care, my ass, yeah. They're trying to hide this here. Maybe it went, okay, that's part of the karma. Something went wrong. Now they have to hide their face. They thought they were invisible, or they're trying to keep you invisible. They didn't want you to see what they were up to. Something to do with a compass. They could be traveling. They wanted to hide the fact that they were traveling the world and living large. Something to do with a moral compass. Yeah, it's all about their appearances. Wow. They're going to receive some time. This is a long time coming. They were spinning yarns about you. Something to do with their body. What'd I tell you? Damn. Now they want forgiveness because they're getting caught up. Damn. Sounds like somebody that was very jealous of you. There's something wrong with this person to be able to do shit like this. And I'm picking up it's not one person. It's a few people involved. So one could have gotten lipo. Another one could have gotten a facelift. I don't know. Others could have been traveling. Somebody could have stolen a home. The other ones took money. Whatever this is, okay? And somebody's going to get taught a lesson. Teacher, where are we going with this for the collective, please? What is the message for the collective at this hour? Pay attention to your dreams. You or them. Dealing with an older man, you or them. Bottom of the deck, we have this in reverse. Usually they're all in the upright. Okay, so I don't know why this is in reverse. They can't unalive you. Somebody's not very wise. Somebody's not questioning something that they should have questioned. They don't want you asking questions, maybe? They're getting karma. They don't want to unalive. Okay. This is Taurus. You could be a Taurus. They could be a Taurus if something happened in Taurus season. But also the bull. Okay. There could be something to do with shares involved with the market here. Okay. Mismanagement, I just heard. Like, you know, the bull, it's on Wall Street. SEC. Somebody took money that wasn't theirs. It's time to move on. It is time to move on. They have to make it They have to show something. They have to produce something. They were stalling. They were trying to stall something. Maybe it's a court appearance. Maybe it's something to do with taxes. I don't know. It's time to move on. They have to do something. And maybe they're making a move towards you after not speaking to you for a while or not informing you of anything. And now all of a sudden they want to show up on your doorstep or in your email site or on the phone. Pay attention to your dreams. You're being guided here, okay? You're being protected as well. They can go F themselves, I just heard. Wow. They thought it was funny. Still laughing? Teacher, pay attention to your dreams. All right, blood ties. Your family's involved. Blood ties, inner circle. Your family or somebody you have a family with. Somebody's exhausted here. Burnt out, burdened, and empty. Living out of a suitcase. Maybe they're on the run. Oh, poor baby. I wanted to travel the world. Now I'm tired. I have to show receipts. Poor baby. They're in isolation. Or they had you in isolation, left alone, and self-inflicted. They wanted you to believe that you brought this on yourself. No, they brought it on themselves. Poor baby. They want you to spoon it up, all their bullshit. That's what that spoon indicates. They wanted you to lap up all the lies. Oh, there's waves here. Emotions, worry, and fear. Suffering and silence. Well, they made you suffer, right? Unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. They were daydreaming here. Head in the clouds, delusion, hopes, and dreams. Now they're salty because it's not coming true. Bitter, angry, and petty. They were two-faced, double-life cheater, and backstabber. And now they were trying to stagnate things. They're stuck. It's a dead end. They could have frozen you out of something or I don't know, they're scared shitless. There could be some freezer spells involved that backfired onto them. Oh dear. They're drowning. They're in over their head. Overextended, rock bottom. This is a psychopath, or they claim this was you. Abusive, conniving, and unpredictable. There's a lot of tension right now. Stressed out, migraines, and worried because there's consequences to their bad choices. Games and mixed signals. And you're peaceful. Harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. Divine feminine energy. Gentleness, nurturing, and mothering. They did this to a kind person, male or female. Okay, divine feminine energy. Okay, it doesn't have to be female. It could be a male. It just means that you're creative. This is unconditional love. You're down to earth. You're a philanthropist. You are an artist of some sort. Through your pain, you create new life, whether it's through children or artistry. You're a humanitarian. Or now they're trying to look like they're a humanitarian. They're giving back some of your money to the poor, the homeless, the hungry. Okay, yeah, no, you're not. Teacher, pay attention to your dreams, family, and exhausted. Identity theft. There we go. Somebody forged your signature. Pretended to be you, doppelganged you. Living high off the hog. Good for you. Yeah, you're innocent. They're going to claim they're innocent. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Oh, see that? That just flew right out. That was the top of the deck. I'm taking from the bottom. Ooh, this is going to come out all at once. A big, see that? How it came out? All the information is going to fly right out. So this is the squeaky wheel gets the wheel. So somebody made a lot of fucking noise about you to get their own way. They were power hungry. I'm picking up, if this is anything to do with an inheritance, I'm picking up there's a family member wanted it all for themselves, or a couple of them. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So this has happened to your parents, something to do with, it's happened before, maybe to your parents or to you before. They did this before. Somebody dies, they're there. They're right there at their home, picking what they want, going through their paperwork, altering the paperwork. Oh, boy. So they have a lot to hide here. They're working with lawyers as well. They want you to toe the line. Just do what I tell you. Yeah, and cause pain. I don't think so. They're facing an eviction, or they tried to evict you. So that means there's a fight here. They're a con artist. Something to do with identity fraud, mortgage fraud, rental fraud. It could be anything. Bank fraud, I heard. Humiliation here. Wrath of God. They're facing the wrath of God. Somebody's codependent on somebody or something. They're being exposed. Something to do with a false wedding or a wedding. Somebody was showing off. You are always 10 steps ahead. Your siblings are involved. Or somebody else's siblings. You see right through them. Somebody was comparing. That's the thief of joy. Or somebody is now comparing their story. Comparing the truth. You know what I mean? They're seeing the truth. Somebody's in debt. They're fucking around with your credit or theirs, or they got bad credit, you got good, take it for whatever it is. A division of property, oh yeah, they went right there and took whatever they wanted. Cheater. Somebody shook her in shock here. Involving the Children's Aid, or they claim that you called Children's Aid on them to make people hate you. There's a cover-up. Somebody's angry. It's a know-it-all. Controlling. Hacking your devices or other people's devices, or they're being hacked. I don't know. A poser and a doppelganger. This is a coward. Somebody's examining what's there. They were harassing you. Maybe you reported it. You outrank them, or somebody else outranks them, and they're taking control here. This is theft. It's all one-sided. Yeah, you didn't do anything. You didn't merit it. You didn't deserve it. It's all one-sided. They try to keep it hush-hush, thinking you wouldn't know the truth. Somebody's partner's involved, yours, or this could be professional. This could be lawyers. It could be a firm. A partner got involved. Now they're seeing the truth. I'm really picking up somebody with clout and authority that knows the truth, can get their hands on these papers, is going to come through for you and do what's right. Man, somebody thought it was funny because they're a narcissist, right? You're in your north node. They can't do anything. They got witches and warlocks involved. Yes, the bad kind. Okay, not the good kind. They got them engaged here. There's some sort of an engagement, manipulation here, ulterior motives and agenda. They burn bridges. Confidence men or women, or they hate the fact that you're confident because they have low self-esteem. They're trying to bring you down. But the angels are right here, protecting you, healing you. You can be one. They targeted you. There's going to be an arrest here. Somebody was two-faced. Are involved with organized crime. It's a big breakup, mental illness, high and drunk all the time. Something to do with parenthood and travel and STDs, right? Warning, they pound everything. They're unattractive, or they claimed you were, but you're not. Or they're trying to make you unattractive. Something to do with a spouse, and they're flying monkeys here, okay? It is what it is. They're out of control. That was staring me in the face. Out of options. Somebody might go to rehab, or they have to. Could be for addiction and or their bodies. They could have had an accident or they could have had a stroke or something like that. You know what I mean? Oh, this is you. Take it for whatever it is. I hope if you are ill or you got injured, or if you have an addiction, I hope that you heal quickly and completely. Okay. Teacher, pay attention to your dreams, family ties, exhausted, and identity theft. So somebody's tired of keeping up some sort of game or something like that, trying to be you or something like that. And they can't cut it. And if they have a black heart and you have a pure heart, they can't cut it. Maybe they're showing up at courts. Oh, so if this is a power of attorney because they said that you can't handle your affairs. There's got to be reviews. I don't know how long or how often they do it. Every 3 months, 6 months. To see if you're doing better, blah, blah, blah. What's the prognosis? Because they want to get this going. They want to disperse this money. Enough is enough. Not everybody's bad that's in the courts, that's involved with this. But certain people took this money. You're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. And now they could have had somebody pretending to be you. I don't know. Something like that. Or they... Doesn't have to be. It can very well be. Maybe they got you on film or recording or something, or they there could have been some documents, medical files. I don't know. They altered or something like that. Where are we going? It's different for everybody. I'm sorry, it's all over the place, but it is what it is. Yeah, you overcame, persevered. You put up boundaries. Somebody's writing something. Maybe you're writing down your memoirs, what you know. Oh, thank you. Writing a statement. So this could be authorities coming through and asking you to write a statement, telling them what you know. Somebody was recording you. Thank you, Spirit. So somebody was recording you. And, you know, and not everywhere is it legal to do that. Without your permission. Thank you. Not admissible in the court of law, I just heard. Damn, they just did themselves in. Some of these medical files are being asked, where did you get these medical files from? Were they given to you? Where's the permission that they could use your medical files? They don't have permission from you. They could have forged your signature. Somebody's noticing it's not the same signature. No, they did themselves in. They want to talk to you. They want to talk to you. A judge or somebody with the power and authority wants to speak to you. And they can't produce you. So I think the police are getting involved. Yeah. And they don't want to be investigated. They're hiding and cloaking. Damn. Thank you, Spirit. They're hiding and cloaking. That's in the upright. There's an investigation. Somebody's finding out. They want to know. They want to know. Give me answers. I just heard. Give me answers. They stole a home. This is your family or somebody you have a family with playing around here. They're going to be losing their home, their business, their stability, or they're trying to destabilize you. Okay? Yeah. They were gluttons here. Wish fulfillment. 4 of Wands in reverse. This could be somebody that you had a relationship with. You were non-committal. There's no redemption. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. Could be a business owner. Don't have to be. Could very well be. This could be somebody with a firm, law firm, money brokerage, realtors. They're going to lose their business here. Bad business, I heard. They wanted it all for themselves. Yep. Somebody's got learning something, gathering some information. Payment. This is taking a practical approach. There's 9 pentacles with the 1 pentacles, 10 pentacles. Somebody's in debt. Can't pay their bills. I don't know. So gather some information, lessons learned. This is good financial news. This could be divination as well. Somebody's drained, exhausted. Exactly. They're draining the coffers. This is heartless and cruel. They show no emotion, no love or compassion. Somebody's not happy. They're not at peace. This isn't love. This is a long time coming. They were withholding love, withholding emotion, withholding from you. Just draining the coffers, draining you or others. Somebody's not happy. See, the dove has the olive branch in its talons. There will be no peace. They have to come correct. Somebody needs to make a payment. They got paid. They got paid to make allegations or accusations that were unfounded against you, or they got paid to attack you. They got paid not to defend you. I don't know what this is. They have to come clean here. They have to take accountability. They're not happy that you're resourceful, you're responsible, you're mature, dependable, and reliable. This is your rite of passage here, your birthright. They kept doing something over and over again. They didn't want to stop or learn their lessons. They're not happy that you're still moving ahead. They're trying to slow you down. Something's coming back to bite them in the ass. This is unfinished business. They have to return some money, return to court, return something here. Yeah, this is a false contract. This was a non-binding contract. This is a one-sided thing. This is a very karmic situation. This is meant to teach you and others a lesson. It's not a blessing. They didn't use their higher wisdom. So now they have to face the consequences for their poor decisions. No peace, harmony, or contentment. They're parting ways. This is a bad investment. You get what you give with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. It's fraud and theft. They can't pay this back here. It wasn't balanced. They breadcrumbed you, used and abused you, and treated you horribly. This was unbalanced, unfair. It is what it is. Okay, they can't go any further. They spent this money, misappropriation of funds, all on a false contract. Yeah, people are seeing clearly what's going on here. They're going to have to let this go. There's no more defense. Wow. There's no more stalemate, I meant to say. No mental conflict. You're not in denial. They can't deny this, okay? They can't keep denying something. You're stable and secure. Male or female, place the genders where it goes. There's only energy, but you're stable and secure. You know your value and your worth. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. You're very, very fruitful, fertile, stable and secure, hardworking, abundant, and independent. A nurturer and a healer. Could be a mother, doesn't have to be. Could be a wife, doesn't have to be. Take it for whatever it is. Somebody let go. They have to release something or someone. You're stable here. You sleep nicely at night. You're at peace. You know, you've healed. You're healing. Somebody's praying, strategizing, and contemplating. Healing. Somebody's scared they're sleeping with a weapon. I don't know. You're safe and sound, though. But somebody needs to put something to rest with you. Somebody was dreaming about this money. Somebody's an opportunist. You're manifesting. You are waiting patiently. I don't know what that knife means. You're protected. That's what I'm getting from this, okay? Yeah, they can't move on. They're dreaming, kind of dreaming, trying to dream up a new way to stop you. They don't want to take accountability. They can't overcome this. They've been stopped. It's not going anywhere. They have no discipline, structure, or direction. They could have lost their car, got into a car accident. They're healing from a car accident. They're going to jail. They got stopped. There we go. Something to do with false ID. They're dreaming about all kinds of ways of getting you stuck, put in jail, locked up in a loony bin, I just heard. They're trying to restrict you. They don't want you going anywhere, overcoming anything. They just wanted you stuck. Trying to attach things to you, trying to bind you. Somebody's going to jail. They're restricting you or something. They don't want you overcoming. Yeah, there's lots of lies, no communication, no truth. To steal this money. They wanted to keep you preoccupied, stuck, locked up somewhere so you wouldn't know that they were stealing your money. They're going to jail because they lied. No truth or clarity, no communication. This is family discord. This is conscious awareness. You were consciously aware of this. That's why you were at peace all the time. You didn't freak out. You have all the tools you need for success. Somebody's got to take some action. Oh, yes. You're manifesting. You're a manifesting beast. You're co-creating with the divine. You have all the tools you need. This is success, by the way. You're very focused. You're in control here. They don't like that, or they wanted control. As above, so below. This is a reversal candle. What they put out, they get back. You always knew that. You know how it works. Congratulations. Yeah. They wanted to stall, stagnate your life, steal your destiny. This is fated, by the way. They're trying to stall something because they know you're going to be taking action. They need to take action. They need to go back to court. Maybe it is for a review. They don't have everything they need. Maybe they know that somehow, some way, people have talked to you. The authorities have talked to you. They see you. Things are not computing. They're not adding up. Maybe the bank's comparing signatures or false papers. I don't know. They know they're getting some karma here, okay? They're trying to stall something. Cause delays and setbacks. So they're going down. Yeah, they got caught. They had to come clean. Yeah, something to do with their work. You're successful. They're working. They're working to block you, to attack you. I don't know what this is. Somebody standing up and fighting for you. Yeah, they're worried. They can't eat or sleep. That they should have been. This is somebody that was working in a position where they had an oath of office, a pledge of allegiance, whatever this is. It was their duty to do right by you. The fiduciary duties here. To stand up and protect you and your interests, and they didn't. Now they're really, really worried. They can't eat or sleep. Yeah. They're looking at the future and they know what's going to happen. They're scared. They're scared. They traveled. They were lying. They were cheating. Yeah, this is a crime. This is a crime. They were dealing with warlocks, corruption, whatever this is. Okay, a lot of secrecy going on here. If there was a fake marriage, they're not married. They're not married to you. It's not a binding contract. This was an injustice. It was a crime. They were attacking you or something like that. There's a lot of psychological abuse going on here. A lot of shit talking and keeping secrets. Now they want forgiveness. You're highly intuitive. Highly intuitive. You're very balanced between your dark and light energies, masculine and feminine. You could be an intuitive. You could be a reader. You could be a spiritualist. You don't have to be male or female. You're very obedient. You don't say much, but you observe. It's a deep knowing. You knew all along how this was going to end. Okay? You were healing your heart. It's a blessing in a disguise for you. That's why you didn't say anything. You knew how it was going to end. Or you knew that it would sort itself out. Because, like in my case, the divine said, just sit back. Let me do what I do. Right? Just trust me. If you have faith in me, everything will work out to the way it's supposed to. And that's what you did. You just worked on yourself, your health, your You're going to try to improve your life in whatever way you can. Congratulations, you gave back, and these people are squirming. Yeah, you know that they stole money. They wanted you to miss these opportunities. You know they don't want to give this money back to you. They're trying to steal your spiritual gifts as well. I don't think so. Yeah, they don't want you getting paid. Or this lawyer or these professionals are not going to get paid. Or you know that they stole your money and you're speaking about it, male or female. You're very astute, discerning, wise, intelligent, and intuitive. You're speaking your truth. You set boundaries. You cut these people out. You're not confused. The clouds are down here, not around your head. You have that crown. Somebody tried to take your crown. They said that you didn't deserve this crown. Bullshit. You see things from a higher perspective. You saw them coming a mile away, I hear. Or this is somebody else stepping in for you. They're not getting another dime, I heard. Wow. Yeah, pleasure seekers. You're speaking the truth. You're going to be celebrating soon. Pleasure seekers. These are loafers. Spongers. Friends. People are talking here online. They're being investigated here. Somebody's learned something. Somebody got curious. Maybe your friend or somebody else's friends or a group of people are talking right now. Online maybe. Or maybe you're being celebrated online. There's going to be a message online. Yeah. You know your value and your worth. They think they still have an opportunity to do whatever they did or they plan on doing. I don't think so. You know your value and your worth. People see your value and your worth. These are people. Somebody's finding this out. They took advantage of you or a loophole or the courts or whatever institution this is. They were ungrateful and disrespectful. And yeah, this is not going to be ignored. Doppelganger. Power of attorney. They think they can go another go round of this power of attorney. Yeah, somebody's greedy and selfish, right? Needy and greedy. This is somebody that emotionally manipulates people, emotionally blackmails. Okay, they want you to feel guilty for them, feel sorry for them. They're emotionally unstable. They're going down here. They want you to just accept it. Accept it, will you? Just, let the bygones be bygones. We just go our separate ways. No. I want my fucking money and I want the truth and I want compensation. Excuse me. I want my life back. I want my ID. I want to know exactly what you guys did behind my fucking back and what you said. And who was involved. Every last person. Somebody's out of time. They're superficial, shallow, selfish, male or female. Very stingy too. Wouldn't share. They're not loving, kind, nurturing, or sweet. They are not a divine feminine energy. If they're trying to pretend they're you. This is somebody's chaotic, toxic, karmic, greedy, selfish, and jealous, promiscuous potentially, neglectful if they're a parent. They don't give a shit about anybody but themselves here. They want power. They want control. They can't control themselves. And they're possessive. Or they might be possessed, okay? They don't have a lot of love in them at all. That's missing. Could be two people, could be one. There we go. Gold digger, cloud chaser. This is get rich quick schemes. Could be different people, could be one, could be multiple, even more. But this is somebody that's a bully. It's a tyrant. They're corrupt, greedy, selfish, materialistic. A bully, money motivated. Get rich quick schemes, like I said. They have an image to uphold. They love spending money, but other people's monies. They didn't, if these are money managers or brokerages or bank, they didn't do their due diligence. They didn't do their duties. Yeah, poor judgment. Judgment went against them. Whether it's in a court of law or an institution or the divine. There's no second chance here. This is karma. Their hearts have been weighed. Something's not balanced out. It's not making sense. Lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. They do not want to take accountability. There will be no second chances here. They judged you harshly based off of lies. They misrepresented you or misrepresented themselves as, oh, we're in charge of your money. You shouldn't have been. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're just watching over their money for them. They can't handle their affairs, Yeah, we're taking good care of them. Really? When was the last time you saw them or spoke to these people? Were they ever in your home? Do they know how you're doing? Do they even ask you how you're doing? I doubt it. But yet they want to control your money because they think you're out of control. Good for that. Yeah, this is a betrayal. End of a cycle. It's a harsh and painful end. The worst is over. Law and order stepping in. This could be Archangel Michael as well. This could be you or someone else. Somebody with authority speaking some truths. They have a higher perception here. Again, it could be lawyers. It could be anybody. Professionals. They're realizing somebody's scapegoated you, or a family or a group, or this community is all going down. This could be somebody speaking for this family, group, or community. Ooh, they've been betrayed. Somebody's scared. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They lost control of the situation. They're going to be humbled here because they don't want the smoke with God. They don't want this conflict. They don't want to be challenged upon these allegations or where's this money gone? You know, their excuse for holding on to this money and spending it on themselves is not legal. This is somebody that had enough, whatever this was, for themselves. They just didn't want you to have it, whether it's a family, a partner, and or these professionals. They're fighting, finger pointing, blaming one another because they were gaslighting you. They were playing mind games with you, power plays. They were poking the bear, reactive abuse, trying to make you sound and look crazy while they went off with this money. They took this money off, put it in offshore accounts, living off the dividends and the interest. This is highly illegal. There's a tracker here. So this money's being tracked. This is bad news. Ooh, it's a backfire. They traveled to do some sort of spell work on you and a backfire. This is bad news. They went and did this without communicating to you or anybody else. They were willing to do whatever it took to win, and everybody working with them are taking on losses. Because this was born out of ego, jealousy, pettiness, and cruelty. They abused a lot of people, you, including their very own people. They thought, oh, they're going to get the karma, not me. Let them go down, not me. They thought they were smart, but they're not. They're getting the karma. They're getting the blame. They're getting found out. Whatever they gained so far, it was ill-gotten gains. It was dishonorable. It's temporary. They're going to have to pay it back and then some. People are fucking losing it. They thought maybe this is them. They took this money, stonewalled you, wouldn't talk to you, wouldn't discuss anything with you. They thought they had it all figured out. They don't. They're not that smart, not that bright. Now they're all taking on losses. Yeah. Somebody stepped up to the plate, or this is you or someone else. This could be a divine masculine energy. It could be a boss, a leader, and or a father figure. Malicious. Somebody's in their emotions here. King of Cups in reverse. They were malicious, ruthless, cruel, and careless. They could be drinking and in their feels right now, or they want to open up emotionally. Could be a shit father. Putting on airs here, okay? Derelict. Where's that coming from? Somebody's emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and immature, self-serving, and self-absorbed. Could be dangerous. Be careful. Not emotionally, mentally, emotionally sound. You're innocent. Something to do with children. They shouldn't be around children, whoever this is. Yeah. You're innocent. They want to apologize. They're going to open up emotionally and apologize to you. I don't know if this person's good or bad. This emperor. You could be this emperor. You bossed up to back your power, or somebody in authority is going to have to open up emotionally. This could be a very cold person. You know, they're usually cool and calm on the surface because they have to be. It could be a business owner. It could be somebody high up with authority. They're going to open up emotionally and tell you they're sorry. Maybe show you a couple of tears because they want to distance themselves from the situation. They know you're not toxic, you're not karmic. This was a non-binding contract. They can't bind anything to you, a false narrative, whatever this is. This is destruction. They're sick. They went to extremes inappropriate behavior. They can't, if they said you were crazy and you have addictions now, they got a lot of burdens on their backs here. They're about ready to break with that little birdie there. Yeah, they're not happy. They're sick. No truth or clarity. They know you don't trust them. Or the institution that you're dealing with. This could be somebody stepping in to do the right thing. This is a tower. It's all coming down. Somebody was building on a false foundation, giving off a false sense of security and false impressions. And now this is happening quickly. This tower is meant to redirect. They don't see this happening. They don't know what to do. There's no contingency plans. It's happening so quickly. They're afraid to make a decision. They're afraid to take a step forward here. They're not sure. There's a blockage here. Some sort of blockage. Come back here. Tower in the upright. Two of Wands in reverse. Somebody doesn't know what to do. feeling stuck. You're innocent. You're trying to block the fact that you're innocent, block your new beginning, or their new beginnings block. Somebody's a fool. Somebody's a fool. Again, leap of faith. This is a partnership, or there's a lot of harmony here. Somebody from your past, children, siblings, cousins, past life soulmate. You're going to get your flowers. They see you're innocent. This has been going on for a long time, maybe since you were a child. There's something to do with children. So you partnered up with your child or children. Wanting to win. 6-6 here. Damn. Someone's coming out publicly, or they said something on public record against you. And now they're going to be arrested. So they compromised maybe your child or children, your siblings, somebody from your past. They know that you're innocent. They're having nostalgic memories. They're getting all choked up maybe. They couldn't hold you back. You overcame. You persevered here, okay? This is illumination. You let them go. You're willing to let them go. They're going to have to let this go. I don't know what this is. People are seeing things from a different perspective. And you're not waiting. Somebody's not waiting any longer. The courts aren't waiting. Yeah, this is disaster. I could have said that you had addictions and you were crazy and you were sick. Now they're sick. There's not going to be a reconciliation here. This is elimination. They ruined. This is ruin. They have no peace, harmony, or contentment. Yeah, somebody impersonated you, forged your signature. They felt entitled. They abused you. Mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever, financially. They felt entitled. It could be stealing your work, ideas, or achievements. They want to come back in from out of the cold. Someone's being very careful right now. Holding back. Holding something back. You found your confidence. This is financial ruin, spiritual jail for somebody. They could be sick and or injured. But you found your confidence. Yeah, this is a fall from grace. Somebody was impersonating you, putting on a show, drinking, partying a lot, or they claimed you did. You recovered, or somebody wants to recover. They want to come back in from out of the cold. They know that they've disappointed you. This is not the best outcome. They didn't want you having wish fulfillment. This is not wish fulfillment. It's a fall from grace. Somebody's a glutton, okay? They were smug, full of themselves, selfish, and know-it-all, and a show-off. This is something that destroys. They can't create. They wanted to profit off of you somehow. They were targeting you, attacking you. Something's happening quickly. Fast communication, fast action. They might get demoted. They might get terminated where they are within a group, cast out. You gotta walk away. Somebody's very aggressive. This could be a raid of some sort. They invested 8 out of 10 cups into this nonsensical journey. This is to find out there's no emotional fulfillment or happiness here. Or this is you walking away and quickly. Somebody's walking away quickly. This is not their wish fulfillment. Somebody was smug, thinking they could walk away quickly. Somebody's facing some unknowns here, facing some mountains. Not emotionally invested here. They're grieving and regretting, crying over spilt milk. Could be far away from home. This is a warlock, a poser, a player. They didn't do the right thing. They know they didn't do the right thing. They had no authority, got their authority taken away, or they abused authority. Somebody's angry here, getting left with everything, all the blame on them. That's because they didn't do the noble thing. They didn't do the right thing. They had no morals, ethics, or honor. They were easily fucking led by the nose or by the other parts of their body. You know what I'm saying? This is a coward. They're a follower, not a leader. There we go. Scam artists, or they got scammed. Having casual hookups everywhere. They didn't show you any support. This is not your friend. This is not your lover. This could be the love bomber they sent towards you. You let them go. They're going to have to let go. Somebody's angry. This is low vibing energy. They wanted your guard to go down. They were sent towards you to bring your guard down. You let them go. They're angry and they're scared. This is over for them. You are the Phoenix Rising. Somebody's got to release some sort of communication or release this money that was left to you after somebody passed. Yeah, they wanted to hold on to it. I see. So maybe this person hadn't passed when they said it, this person passed. They were just hedging their bets. This person could have been still alive, or persons. And they were playing these games. And once they did die, you wouldn't be part of it, and they can save everything for themselves. They want to keep it. This is bad news. They lied to you. They were throwing rocks and hiding hands. They were holding back, trying to protect themselves by not communicating with you. This is somebody who feels entitled. This is a drama starter. They don't want to be investigated. They were hiding and cloaking communication. They were collaborating with others or a contract. They don't want the contract to be looked at, perused. A lot of hidden clauses in this contract. They didn't want anybody to read it. So they rewrote a contract. Okay. Because you could be the sole owner, the sole heir. Maybe they all got tossed out. Every fucking family member could be a... Yep, there he goes. Did I stutter? It's collaboration of some sort there. They're perusing this contract. They're trying to rewrite this contract. And already... this is a will. It's already been written. It's already been authorized, notarized. They're trying to change it. Yeah, somebody's taking action here. So what this is, somebody takes it. They made some false promises here. This is all illusions, hopeful, wishful thinking. Somebody could have had a third party, multiple partners. They're trying to hide that, or they're trying to hide this contract that they were collaborating with other people. They thought it was they think they're a mastermind. They wanted growth and new beginnings in their life, and they tempted and bribed other people, even blackmailed other people to do their dirty work. And now they can't produce on these promises. They don't know what to do. They're looking at their options. It doesn't look like they're really good options, do you? They sunk this money in different areas. They gave it to different people. You know, they can't make this, they can't balance this out. They don't know what to do. They can't play games anymore. They're in debt. They're in heavy-duty debt. They're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. This was unstable. They wanted to prove you were unstable. They can't do that. They dropped the ball on this. You're stable. You know your power. You're in your power. You go your own way. You're unafraid. You're creating. You are attracting. Yeah, this is not wish fulfillment, that you're still standing. Oh boy, they don't want anybody to know about this. They said you were sick. You're unable to talk or make decisions for yourself. Oh boy, they're in trouble. Losing hope. No hope in hell. Okay? Teacher. They're going to be taught a lesson. They could be a teacher. You could be a teacher. Something to do with a home, stealing a home, living in your home. I don't know. They said that you were living with them and they were providing for you, taking care of you. Bullshit. Oh, I'm getting angry for you. Older man, you were them. Or this is the person that left you the money. They could have said that they were taking care of this older man. Bullshit. Pay attention to your dreams. This old man might be trying to get a hold of you in your dreams. This is something that family ties, blood ties, inner circle. They left this man in isolation, or you cut off, something like that. Rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. Someone's exhausted here. Burnt out, burdened, and empty. And there's waves here. Somebody's making waves. Maybe you are. Just by being you. They can't have their own way. These are professionals here. Emotions, worry, and fear, I guess so. You're innocent. If they accuse you of anything or they're claiming they're innocent, they feed on the innocent. This is identity theft. Oh, I'm innocent. It was just a mistake, honestly. Me living my life as you. It's just a pure mistake. We good? Love you. We good? No, I don't think so. You know, fuck yourself. How about that? We good? We good? Go fuck yourself. We good? Go fuck yourself. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm just looking for a deck. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. That took me a few minutes to do. Okay, we're going to see where this is going to go. Spirit, how are we ending this read for the collective, please? 5, higher power stepping in, courts, institutions, a judge, lawyer, somebody with authority and power, good counsel. They were taking pieces out of this money, chipping away at it slowly. Looks like she's eating an apple. Because they got bribed, they got tempted. Right? You're spiritually high ranking. It's a belief system. 28 in reverse. Somebody's getting some karma. They're just stalling, wanting your destiny. Oh boy. I'm telling you, the divine's got his foot on their neck. 8, you're strong, you're brilliant, you have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. They wanted power and control over you. They were in their ego, wanting to dominate. But you have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. You have courage, stamina, bravery. You're not afraid. 26. They lost control here. They can't control you. They have no integrity, loyalty, and honesty. They wanted to disempower you. But instead, what did they do? They disempowered themselves. Now they're scared. So 5. They lost power. They don't have the right. They don't have the right to do this to you. Okay? They're not within the law whatsoever. Spiritual, universal, and man-made. So gossip. Gossip may seem like harmless fun at first, just entertaining tidbits and juicy rumors, but it rarely stops there. Delicious becomes malicious before you know it, and reputations can be damaged beyond repair. If you're the gossiper, remember that it will always come back to bite you. Remember that a person who enjoys listening to gossip won't hesitate to pass it along. You can't expect your own confidences to be respected if you don't respect others. In the light aspect, choose your confidants wisely and promise never to betray them. These people aren't wise, though, so that's neither here nor there, is it? 28, let them find out. Intimidation. Wow, this gets better and better, doesn't it? Someone may be trying to exploit your weaknesses or what they perceive as weaknesses. Don't buy into their view. Don't let yourself be intimidated and held down by a lack of confidence. Stand up for who you are and what you believe in. If you are the one who is intimidating others, listen closely. Ask yourself if this is really how you want to win. There's a big difference between being a leader and being a bully. In the dark aspect, someone is distorting the facts. No shit, Sherlock. Don't give any power to idle threats. Do you hear that? Don't listen to their threats. If you feel there's a potential behind that threat, go to the police immediately and report it. I feel like sneezing. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Usually when we sneeze as a reader, we're hitting it right there. Okay. Motivation 8. Things were going along so well. What happened? Whether it's from weariness, boredom, or indifference, somehow the situation has become bogged down and no progress is being made because they are stuck. They have to make a move now. Okay. Do or die. But they are unsure what to do. So they're reaching out maybe tentatively to see where you're going to come from, what you're going to say. They want to fight from you. Okay. They want to prove something about you. Nah, let God take care of it. Consider how you get things moving again. Consider how you can get things moving again. Pardon me. What would motivate your coworkers, family members, or collaborators to participate wholeheartedly again? So they're trying to get people to come up against you again. What incentive can you give yourself to move toward the finish line with more enthusiasm? There's no point in flogging a dead enterprise, but this one may just need an encouraging little touch of the whip. So somebody's trying to get people to come. People are done. People are done. They're done getting hit hard by karma, done getting scrutinized by authorities. They're done. So in the light aspect, remind yourself why you got involved in the first place. Greed. They got involved because of greed and ego. They were jealous. They were envious. Whatever this is. Somehow they thought they wanted to humble you somewhat. Show you. Give you a what for. Show off in front of you. Whatever this is. It's the problem. Their problem, not yours. You did nothing wrong. They can go fuck themselves. Sorry, not sorry. I'm tired of these people. I really, really, truly am. Give us some more information, please, Spirit. Now I'm just grabbing decks, so it's whatever they want to say is going to come out. Forcer. People are dealing with organized crime, so they might be in trouble right now. They're trying to force something right now. Or they're being forced to do something right for a change. But this is also forcing a narrative, right? Forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what you want. No facts. They're forcing a narrative onto you. No facts. Never has the facts. Makes shit up and lies. Somebody's got some screenshots here, you or someone else. Getting evidence, proof, and facts. Legal issues. Can't make this up. Court, judges, immigration, lawyers, etc. Too busy winning. There you go. Congratulations. I like that for you. It's been a long journey, I hear. It's been painful. I'm sorry. I'm really, truly sorry that you've gone through that. Where's the other deck? Thank you. It's been painful knowing that these are people that's supposed to care. They say they care about you. They don't display that, though, right? Everything they've been doing against you belies that. Obviously, they can't love you or care about you if they treat you this way. Pardon me. And this could be somebody very close to you, you know? People that you thought you could rely on. People that, you know, we're all getting older, and you never know what happens from one day to the next. You could get sick. You know, you always probably thought, you know, if something bad happened to you, that they'd be there to take care of you and, you know, take care of your interests and stuff like that. Now you're realizing, no, they're the ones that would hasten your downfall. They would, you know, if you're on oxygen, they would pinch that fucking cord. Make sure you don't get oxygen or IV. You know what I'm saying? Or they, you know what I'm saying? You got to watch out for these people. Oh, did I mix up their medications today? Oh, dear. Now they're no longer here. Oh, dear. Let's go shopping. That kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now you're realizing the truth, and it hurts. Not to mention everything they put you through. I get it. Baby. Oh. This is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. I don't know if somebody's having a baby, you or someone else. Or you're birthing something new. Cardinal, new beginnings, rapid growth, fresh start, unlimited potential, innocent, continuing the legacy. Needy, warmth, purity, new phase, birth of a child, and vulnerable. So somebody's feeling vulnerable. You could be the baby of the family. You could be the youngest. You don't have to be. Or there's something to do with a baby. Somebody's acting like a baby. Yeah, they want it all for themselves. Yacht. 5 Gemini. So adventure, affluence, luxury, mobility, travel, great ease, smooth sailing, sophisticated, with the wind, self-indulgent, prosperity, comfort, wealth, over the top, and extravagant. So somebody was babied all their life. That's what I'm picking up. This could be, I hear it could be a cousin, it could be a brother or sister. It could be somebody, though. They wanted it all for themselves. They were always babied. You know, everything was easy for them. They have a snit fit. You know, they probably never even cleaned their underwear, not once. You know, they probably just fucking throw it in the trash and buy new ones, or get their mommy or daddy to clean their underwears for them. 5-5. This is, get ready for change here. This is a tower. This is going to be a shock. Scorpio. Thunderstorm. We're in Scorpio season now. The underworld. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio. Power, destruction, trouble. Electric display. A warning, out of control, an energy shift. Conflict, triumph over evil. Fierce, booming conflict, opportunity to overcome. And 6 Aquarius, 56. Somebody could be in aviation. You never know. Or somebody's traveling, you or someone else. Private jets and yachts, good for them. Travel, long distance, speed, overcome, rise up, freedom, no boundaries, breaking free and control. Things work out, taking off, leave it behind, internal guidance system. And 767. What a great year that was. And Gemini again. Convertible, Route 6-6. Many options, free will, adjacent possibilities, choices, flexible, adaptable, potential, change, freedom, enjoyment, two-faced, going with the wind, alternatives and preferences. So you have many options in your life and possibilities. You are able to, you're a chameleon, I guess. You're able to go with the flow. You're adaptable. Not that you change like this, but, you know, you go with the flow, you go with life. And if you have to make a change, you're not afraid to make changes. You make choices here that are good for you. You're not going to lie to yourself. Oh, sometimes we have to do stuff we're not very fond of, and we're kind of stuck, but you're not going to stay there. You don't settle. That's what I'm picking up. Somebody was very two-faced around you. They enjoyed being two-faced around you. Somebody could be living an alternative lifestyle, you or someone else. Something to do with preferences here. Dear John. Their name could be John. Somebody else's name is John. 75, Capricorn. Rejection, cold hard truth, breaking up, set boundaries, divorce, strange situation. It's you. It's not you. It's me. The end, final word, cutting cords, something's not working. So somebody's writing to you, whether it's handwritten or an email or message. Cold hard truth is being, yeah, this is legalities. Damn. Gavel, conviction, decisions made. Pay attention, offer accepted legal matters, court order, fair, finished, being judged, bring order, serious situation, important decision, and assertion. 54 might have something to do with it in Sagittarius. We're going into Sag, we're going into Cap pretty soon. Scorpio, Sag, and Cap. So during, and there's also Aquarius. So during these, we got Gemini and Gemini. So someone who's two-faced. Something to do with twins. Somebody has twins. If that means anything to you. Somebody's impersonating you. 42. This is Pisces. So it's during these winter months, I think, it's going to all come around. Something to do with mutable signs as well. Very mutable, adaptable, breaking free, rebellious, but in a good way. You're willful in a good way. I know some people say stubborn and willfulness is not good. I get it, why they say that, okay? If it's done for self-serving purposes. But sometimes being willful and stubborn because you're not going to allow people to harm other people. It's in defense, it's protecting, it's righteous. Is sometimes a good thing to be. I know God made me willful and stubborn for a good reason. Not always did I display it for a good reason. I had to learn. I had to learn what was good and what was bad. If it's to defend and protect others, it's good. How dare you? How dare you? Well, you know what? I could outweight anybody. What do I do while I'm waiting? Well, I work on myself. I heal myself. I chase after my passions, you know, what I love doing, hobbies. I try to, you know, have fun as I'm waiting for the demise of these people. That's the way to do it, right? You don't cry over it. I mean, yeah, it hurts, but you don't overthink it, ruminate. You just keep moving. Something to do with April. Your birthday's in April, theirs, or something happened. Oh, yeah. Big change happened in April. Could be a name as well. This is needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. So something could have happened in April and you just had it. You're like, yeah, fuck you. I know the story. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I'm not going to deal with any of you. I'm going to let God deal with you. Because there's something that happened in April. Good going. Tulips. Great passion. Take a vow. You're highly thought of. Lion. The lion wasn't dead. It was asleep. And somebody woke the lion up. Time to act. Gong. An exciting event's going to happen here. And somebody was stubborn. What did I say about stubbornness? Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Now, these people you were dealing with were stubborn in the wrong way. Now, ink pop, they signed your name here. Problems to be resolved. Thinking they're going to resolve problems to get you to sign consent. Oh, yeah, we did the right thing. No, you didn't. Somebody signed a contract illegally. They forged your name illegally. And or they signed a contract in red ink, if you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? So beetle, dung beetle here. Good fortune. Well, they were after this money. Dung beetles live in shit, right? Just to remind you. And what they got was only temporary situation. Congratulations. It's coming to a close. I really do feel that. And I hope you like to read. Until next time, take care.